This is ONFM on 101.4.
America, you know,
bring the laws to the same.
20 weeks. They're at 20 weeks, then babies are surviving. We had one in the paper recently in England of a baby that did survive.
Yeah. And we had another incident of a woman in the papers that had waited 5 years to get pregnant, and then her baby was born at 23 weeks, and she had no help.
And just because that 1 week, they don't recognise it.
Yeah,
even
and
an hour before.
The baby breathed for 8 hours, and they still refused to give medical help.
So, unless the baby breathes on its own for the rest of the gestation up to the 42 weeks, then basically they'll let that baby die.
So I'm a bit curious, Tracy, about the artist side of things as well. Can we touch on that?
Let me tell you, right? We started to try and organise sponsored events and things like that. We can't do that because we are not a registered charity or anything like that. So the first thing you need to become a registered charity is £5,000 in a bank. Well, we don't have that, so I thought, right, okay, I'm an artist, I'm going to do an exhibition of angel art that will raise that £5,000. I've got several artists that have already donated or donating, which is Malcolm Reed, Mandy Pearson and Beth Hopkins. We've also got some businesses involved. Call Quick on Fleet Street, Natalie Muckle, who's a good friend of mine, she's become involved and she's going to help with the exhibition. My Crafty Candles, they're going to be making something. Tim Morris from the Institute of Cemetery and Crematorium Management, he's not actually given anything to Angels Unite, but I thought I'd mention him because he's supporting us.
So you've got quite a few people behind you so far on this.
Yeah,
so
I'm asking for more artists. If there's any artists in the area that would like to submit a piece of art for this exhibition to raise the £5,000 so we can start doing sponsored events.
Yeah, or even if you want to donate, we do have a donation.
We have donation button online
so that people can donate to us as well.
And so how long would the exhibition be planned for before you're making the sale at the end of it, are you?
Yeah, the exhibition, all the original pieces will be up for auction. If anybody has a spare space that we could show the exhibition before the actual night, it'll be one night, exhibition and auction, but I'm willing to, if anybody's interested to see the exhibition before the auction night, then I'm prepared to travel to certain areas because I know a lot of people are outside the catchment area, and this will be held in London, but I'm willing to go to other areas to show the pieces if needs be. So if you do have any art, or you're an artist, or you know an artist and you'd like to be involved, then why not check out my website, which is www.tracyhadkins.org.uk, or visit our website, which is www.sleepingangelsunite.co.uk.
Or they can find you on Facebook.
Or you can find us on Facebook. Anywhere else we can get our little faces, voices,
names,
artists,
everything.
names, anything.
Yeah.
We are out there, and we're going to be this
We've
voice.
got 3 groups on Facebook. We've got the Sleeping Angels Unite fundraising, Sleeping Angels Unite, and then in memory of my daughter, Pixie Tinkerbell.
The YouTube, we're Twitter, Angels Unite.
Just to clarify, do people upload their stories to the Sleeping Angels on Facebook and to your website?
Hundreds of stories.
You can actually go on there on the discussion page, especially on the in memory of my daughter, Pixie Tinkerbell Bennett's. There's a big discussion page, and you can read people's.
And there is a great post on there actually that somebody scientifically states that, you know, why by law or why medically before 24 weeks a baby isn't classed as a baby, and there's a great discussion on there. This is something like a 17-year-old lad who maybe when he gets married and perhaps has children, and then he'll understand, but you know, he was educated after visiting our site.
I mean, obviously it's educated me today as well on various different issues as well, and I think some of the listeners will probably find that they found out information that they probably didn't know existed anyway. So we've been discussing about your Facebook groups, your website, and also the exhibition. Is there anything else that we would like to add into there?
Yeah, there is. I mean, I carried my baby for 21 weeks. My baby breathed inside my womb, kicked me. I heard my baby's heartbeat, and by law I was given pictures on the scan. But because she was born under 24 weeks, she lost all human rights because of the abortion laws and the gestation period of babies surviving. I feel that UK need to follow suit. I know I can't change the law personally, but I can be a voice for
So
all
just to
sleeping
clarify
angels.
for the listeners, any baby born under 24 weeks
Yeah.
is not recognised as being...
It's actually recognised as a miscarriage.
Right, okay.
And Pixie Tinkerbell to the law is a miscarriage. Pixie Tinkerbell to me, my children, my family and my friends, and to all Sleeping Angel Unite's families, was a baby, fully formed. So if I wanted to abort my daughter, I would have aborted my daughter, but I didn't. I wanted my daughter. You know, she was human, she had a right, and she deserves to be recognised.
And that's ultimately our massive goal, is to be a voice for all those mothers and all those families that have suffered, will suffer, and if we can make the ones of the future suffer less than these women are at the moment, then we're doing our job.
You know,
exactly.
And again, I was refused a birth certificate, even though I went through all those hours of labour and gave birth. Yeah, she never breathed, you know, but changed the certificates to a brief certificate. My
Exactly.
daughter,
Some
I've given
hospitals
birth
do
to
do-
7 children, and I've only got 6 birth certificates.
So, yeah.
When a mum's down, and then to be told that as well.
So we're interested
Big kick
in
in the teeth.
making the changes that can be made now. You know, we don't want years of fights with law, because we know it's like hitting your head against a brick wall. We're going to make the changes with
And
the
obviously-
hospitals locally around us, and if anybody's out there, chat to your hospital, make that difference.
I mean, I'm quite lucky because I did complain to my hospital. My hospital is making changes already.
as we
it's
speak.
in the process.
That will
as
all
we
be on the
speak.
website. We will be filming our progress through Sleeping Angels, so if anybody wants to jump on board and join us, come along.
Yeah.
So just before we go any further, can we give out the web address of Sleeping Angels Unite again, just in
Yes,
case anyone
please
wants to read
do.
any further to find out more about what we've been talking about today?
Yeah, it's www.sleepingangelsunite.co.uk.
And your Facebook group?
In memory of my daughter Pixie Tinkerbell Bennett, but that's in uppercase.
Okay. And obviously we've been touching on how you're planning to hold the exhibition as well. If anyone wants to get in contact with you, how can they get in contact with regarding to either promoting the
Yep.
stuff for
Anything.
you?
If you can help us out, then write to contact@sleepingangelsunite.co.uk, and we'd be very pleased to hear from you, because it's quite a massive thing that we're taking on. You know, we've only just set up in literally the last 8 months. You know? So yeah, we're just looking forward to seeing where Sleeping Angels is going to take us.
Well, I do hope and plan that everything goes your way, and you get loads and loads of response for people with this
Can I just say
the exhibition. Yep.
one thing?
Okay.
I just want to say we're not just here for angel parents. We're here for the grandmothers, the grandfathers, the aunts, the uncles, the friends, the brothers, the sisters. For people that just even want to come forward and just want to have a group to support, we're there for everybody, and we just want everyone to continue uniting with us, because the mums to be don't know if it's going to be them.
Exactly. So it's not just for mums, for mums, dads,
We've had
families, uncles, aunties. Yeah. So
We've had many members that have joined our group, and after joining, it has happened to them. And without us, they would never have known what to do.
I suppose a lot of people don't know where to turn to when these things happen, so they don't know what these
there's
sites.
2 major groups that are there to actually help you, but when your baby is under the 24 weeks, me personally, them 2 national groups are no good for me.
And
Yeah.
also, when you've suffered a bereavement, the first thing to do is for somebody just to ignore the fact, because it's easier not to talk about it. We talk about it.
Yeah.
We talk about it, we get it out. You know, and we don't want little things like some tabloid newspapers saying that dead babies don't sell stories to get our message out.
Ours is word of mouth, and
Word of mouth and uniting human beings for
Yeah.
life.
yeah, definitely.
And thank you very much, Mark, for your
You're welcome.
time.
Yeah,
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Sam as well for coming along and sharing her real life experience. I know it's been hard, and it's never going to be an
hard.
easy subject to talk
Yeah,
about.
I don't think I'd have lasted the whole lot telling you the whole story.
On FM on 101.4.